All right, well, thank you very much. As I look at this room, I see a very impressive, distinguished, committed group of people, but I also see a hungry group of people, so I'm going to try my best to wrap this up quickly. I do want to thank my colleagues in government, the governor, the speaker, the chairman, the lieutenant governor, all the reps and senators and municipal officials who are here today. I think it's fair to say that the past year in Rhode Island, there has been more done on the economic development front in terms of new policies, new initiatives, probably than in any other year in my lifetime. And that's a great credit to the passion and the commitment of the folks who I'm on this stage with and others who are in the audience. I also want to recognize Bryant University for welcoming us. I'm new at this, but I've been at Bryant a number of times already. This is not just serving students here and helping to prepare the workforce, but also really serving as a great convener of our state's policymakers, and it's been a very useful resource to all of us. And then finally, thanking those of you in the crowd who are employers, who are on the front lines and are doing the hard work of growing our economy. Our job is to make all of your jobs easier, and that's what we are endeavoring to do. So I ran for treasurer on the platform that I wanted to use this office to promote economic growth and development. And I'm going to briefly tell you a few things that we've done already to help move the ball forward from our office, and then a few things that I plan on working on in the coming year. First, our office developed a plan that was passed by the General Assembly, signed into law by the governor, to expand the old Clean Water Finance Agency into the Rhode Island Infrastructure Bank. What we are trying to do with this is address two problems. On the one hand, we have huge unemployment in the building and construction trades. On the other hand, as has been mentioned many times already today, very high energy costs in Rhode Island. The latest numbers I saw from this summer showed that we had the second highest price for commercial electricity in Rhode Island of any state in the country after only Hawaii. So when you have these dual challenges of high unemployment in the trades and high energy costs, the opportunity that presents itself is you put people back to work on projects to make our state more energy efficient, to decrease our demand for energy. I'm proud to say that since this infrastructure bank plan was passed back in June, we've made excellent progress on implementation. There are two new programs that you should know about that will be resources that are coming online this spring. The first new one is called the Efficient Buildings Fund. This is a fund to fund energy retrofits and renewable projects for municipal buildings, for schools, for town halls, libraries, firehouses. Every dollar that a city or town saves on their energy costs is money that they have to spend on fixing roads or on lowering those property taxes and so on. The implementation of that program is going well. We've already given out dozens of free energy audits to public buildings all across the state in the last 2 months. Loan applications are coming in, and the first money is going to be going out the door in the May to June timeframe. The second new program there is called the Commercial PACE program, and this is a program of low-cost energy efficiency loans for commercial property owners, for factories, for warehouses. There are already some very good incentive programs run by National Grid and others to help with small energy efficiency upgrades, changing light bulbs and changing windows. This is for the big stuff. This is for those solar panels on the roof. This is for those envelope-level improvements to the building. And the good news is that because we have been successful in bringing federal funds and private capital to the table, we're going to be seeing millions of dollars of projects happening over the next year without a single dollar coming out of the state budget. So I'm very proud of that. Stay tuned, more to come. Briefly, looking ahead, there's a couple of issues that I want to focus on going forward. In the area of workforce development, our office manages the College Bound Fund. This is a tremendous resource to help Rhode Island families save for college. Interesting fact about the College Bound Fund, not only does it help thousands of Rhode Island families save for college in a tax-efficient way, we also market this program out of state. And in fact, more than 90% of Rhode Island College Bound Fund account holders are from outside Rhode Island. There are twice as many Californians with Rhode Island College Bound Fund accounts as there are Rhode Islanders. And we're able to charge a very small 0.1% fee just to the out-of-state folks. which is now being used to fund scholarships at Rhode Island's colleges and universities, about $8 million a year worth of scholarships. We're going to continue that program. We're going to grow it. We just hired a great new investment manager, Invesco, that's famous for their Power Shares brand. It's going to be an exclusive relationship where they're going to be the only 529 plan that they're selling nationally. We can continue to grow that, continue to bring in that revenue, which will go right to scholarships at universities like Bryant and our other Rhode Island institutions of higher learning. Looking forward, we've changed our focus a bit in the last few weeks at Treasury, and we've begun focusing more on improving efficiency in government. I was invited last month to speak at the Senate Oversight Committee on the topic of debt management and debt oversight. We have over 100 entities in Rhode Island with the authority to issue public debt. I say over 100 because there's never been a list kept of all of them, and we're still trying to figure out the exact number, which is a scary thing. Some of those entities are very well regulated, have plenty of oversight, do a very good job, but there are others where the oversight and the analysis of the debt that they put out is lacking. So we're going to continue working in the coming year to present a plan to improve the oversight of debt management, especially at the quasi-public level, where often that oversight is not substantial. We were also asked last night to present at the House Oversight Committee on the topic of tax credits, and especially finding ways that we can make our tax credit system even more efficient by limiting the role of private brokers and other private parties so that as much of the benefit as possible goes to the actual project that we're trying to support. And then last, I also anticipate working in the coming year on the access to capital issue, especially for small businesses. The Rhode Island Treasury, I believe, is one of the largest customers of banking services in the state. At any given point during the year, we are managing about between $200 million and $1 billion of cash deposits at banks. As a state, we're also a big customer of fee-based financial services. And using our status as a large customer in the banking world, I am looking forward to working with our local lending community to find ways that we can work together to increase the availability and the affordability of capital, particularly to our smaller businesses. So that's what I'm working on. I'm doing my very best to keep our pledge of using the Treasurer's Office to promote economic growth and economic development. We've made good progress so far. There's more good to come on the horizon. And I'll just end where I began by thanking all of you for the work that you do. Our job is to make your job easier, and I know that we're all committed to that. So thank you.
Thank you very much.